This just in, they gave me the button. Roll my intro. Welcome to the Lette Nerd, a Hyrule Geekly Unlimited production. I gotta do it for Reggie one time. Joining me is my co-host, Jordy. Jordy, what's up, Jordy? Say hi to the people. Amazing, all the time. So we got a great show for you guys, of course. But first, let's bring on the host with the most. You know who I'm talking about. Always here, always representing, always asking for unemployment. Bergie. Black from the waist down.
Wow, that's a hell of an intro there. Always asking for unemployment, man. You know, you try to get fired one time, you know?
Time off is what I should have said. You're right.
That's
time
exactly
off.
What it is. I'm trying for Dr. Summeroff.
How you feeling today, Bergie? How we looking?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm having a nice drink with you today. We're gonna have a little fun tonight. You know, let's do a little bit.
All right. If it ain't brown, I ain't down. Listen,
right.
Mr. Call Him Daddy himself, Tiddles is here. Of course, we got to bring in the one that holds us all together before we go left field.
Too late. Too late. Too late.
Blue is here.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hey, Ray, what's up?
How are my tittles doing? Hi, Rayanne.
Very nice. Very nice. Of course, we can't, before we go off the left field, we can't forget our last stop on this bus journey. 125 and no more.
Would you say I'm like the last stop on the L?
Oh, I like what you did there. I take back
that.
everything I said. All right. Hey, Greg, what's up? What's up? All
Hi,
right,
Greg.
So today we were having the conversation of so much. We were talking about why Ra tried to change the initial topic off screen, who we are as fictional characters, what's wrong with Mayhem, why did he get his name, what's the Mayhem minute, Bergie, just being Bergie. And we decided we're going to hit you today with theme songs that have hit us in the core. Now, before we begin, we want to give you a disclaimer. This is the third time, technically, I think. Is it the third, second?
Second.
I feel like we've talked about this numerous times. This is the second recorded time that we have talked about this, okay? So we have picked probably some songs that you already thought of, and they're just like, well, what about this? We got it in the first or second episode. So what we're going to do, we have Reggie do it, is link all the other videos in the link below when we post this, so you can go back and refer to them and see if we got your favorite one. And if not, hey, leave it on our Facebook page, as it is there for us to communicate with you. Does that sound good with you guys?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
And if it turns out that we really egregiously left off a good one, we'll mention it next week with a mea culpa, which probably will be Mayhem because it's usually his fault.
I give you 30 days of rest and you come out swinging. Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't she?
Mayhem, you feel a little shade over there? Just a little shade over you?
It's so cold from all that shade. All that shadow and shade. All right, so let's get this started. Today, I decided on air we're going to do something fun.
But before you do that, I gotta interrupt you a little bit.
Sure, go ahead.
Because I want to give them a taste of what they can expect from the last time.
This one, not a lot of people know it, and I'm okay with it. I loved it growing up. The theme song will never leave me, and I'm okay with that. And the name of this one is called The Mysterious Cities of Gold. And
oh my goodness.
And there's only one part that when it comes up, if I make this noise, this is the only song I can think of. Cities of Gold.
Oh my gosh.
This is amazing.
What the fuck are you even watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Mayhem is losing his shit over there.
We both were. That was a great moment.
Virgie.
Reggie,
Yes.
What?
You
as soon
don't.
as I saw the animation style, I knew that was going to be amazing, and it did not disappoint.
Yes, this is true.
You're correct. I have never heard of that show. However, I do want to see it. So if you could link it in the group chat for later, I want to watch this. Where is it available? Is it like on
Actually, it's
YouTube or
on
something?
YouTube.
Shout out to Kat for keeping it together. Shout out to fucking Kat for keeping it together. Let me tell you, Virgin, you weren't here with us at the time.
No.
When he pulled that out, I think that was like 5 minutes into the show. I had to mute myself, okay? We could not keep it together, okay?
We could not.
Why does that like,
not.
hold on. Why
But
does that look like
I
a
have the shirt
really
now.
bad like Christian church group made that movie? Like, is that some propaganda or something? Like,
No,
holy
thankfully,
shit,
no.
that was bad.
No,
They
it
would
was
think of
Virgin.
like Aztec
Virgin.
City of Gold stuff.
Yeah.
Virgie, that doesn't matter, okay? Watch the episode and just be bombarded like we were. And we had to follow that. We had to follow that.
So anything you picked was better than that.
No, not that performance. Not that performance, I'll tell you that much.
You know what? I wish that I had thought of it before we started the episode, but I actually ended up buying the shirt for that show.
Serious?
Yes.
I have it. I wore it on another episode. But yeah, I don't know that we'll have that kind of gold tonight, but I'm sure that we've got some silver at least.
We got some silver and copper.
We got some
Maybe-
silver and bronze coming.
Maybe a
I'm
few
sure.
bronze.
Yeah.
Oh
We'll,
my
we'll see
God.
what happens.
That was amazing. You know what, Reggie? I'm gonna have you go first. I'm gonna have you go first. Oh my God, because he hit us with that, and we were dying
Really
throughout the
did.
show. We're
He
dying
did.
out trying to city of gold.
I had to do it. I had to go all in. It was all in or nothing.
It was the the theme song in stereo because Reggie was really
Yes.
I was giving it to him.
Please link.
putting his whole
So he put his
into
foot
it.
in that, huh?
Oh yeah, his whole foot.
A whole foot.
All right,
Whole foot.
Let's bring this together. All right,
And go.
go.
Okay.
And
Reggie,
scene,
So,
go.
my
Mhm.
first pick is one that anyone that knows me is gonna think that I'm gonna pick. But like I told Virgie, it's
Is
not
this the
one
is this the City of Silver?
That was a once in a
Well played.
lifetime event, sir.
Well played, sir.
It's City of Gold, Village of Silver, Town of Bronze.
Copper Pride.
That's what
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh my
No.
God.
Having
Copper
a great
Corner, okay?
We're having a great time tonight.
Oh shit!
It's a good one. It's a good one. You'll love it.
All right, let's see it.
Because I like the original, but I like this one better because it's just dope. Because just dun 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 dun. It's just the music. It just hits harder than the original.
Did anybody
And-
else send them hyperlinks? Because I didn't send them hyperlinks.
I didn't send no
No.
hyperlinks. I just sent images.
You did.
Reggie's
Yeah, I
extra.
sent images.
Trash. You see how you
Reggie's-
He just wanted to sing again.
Right.
Go ahead. Reggie.
No, I didn't want to
Transformers.
just Yes, it's this. It's not the original because the original is dope. It's just that extra beat, that dun 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 dun. It's like it just hits harder than the first one. And for me, this version is more memorable. So it's Transformers G1 Season 2 intro. And it's a badass intro. That's all I can say. It's just, I love it. And just the artwork is a lot better in this one than it is in the first one. And they clean the sounds up and the music up. So it's just all around, to me, a better theme than the original.
That's
And
fair.
the third.
Okay, fair enough.
That's her. That's her.
All right.
I wish we could play 15 seconds of it, but copyright infringement, and they're really weird about music laws.
Right?
Facts.
So
You
actually,
need to hear the music.
can you
Listen.
tell us for the people here, just in case they're on their computer watching? First of all, hold on.
Wait, we just got a sneak peek to the second
Yeah, you
one.
did.
Do you know how
Hi,
close I came to picking that one, Reggie? This
Captain Planet.
close.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us
Captain
the
Planet.
name? Can you tell us the name of that so that people can hear it and maybe open up in a different way?
Yes. Like I said, that is Transformers G1 Season 2, or also known as Intro 2.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go for the second one, please.
All right. So the second one.
Mhm.
This is another one that you have to hit. You got to hear it so you can hear just the just awesomeness of. This is a straight up 80s song, flat
Yeah.
out. Period.
Yeah.
It's just 80s. That's all there is.
Yeah.
If you know it, you know it. If not, you need to go find it.
Dun,
This is
dun, dun,
Airwolf.
dun, 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 dun.
Exactly. Oh my God. If you don't know Airwolf, you need to learn and go see Airwolf.
I can't
Because-
believe how hyped up I got as a kid for a helicopter to fly out in the last 37 seconds.
I know, right? Right?
I
I'm
mean,
like, bruh, this show was hype to me.
Mhm,
The theme song
mhm.
just came on, just oh my God, it's just so yeah. It was good stuff.
I'm here with you, man. I'm right here with you. I was so close to picking that. Oh, good,
See?
good choice. Good choice.
It's so memorable. I'm sure, Brad, you've seen this show.
I watched this show when I was a kid. I will definitely admit this was. It was like one of those shows that like you watched because you wanted to see that
Virgie's not happy
helicopter
with
come
it.
out of
Virgie's
Yeah.
not with it.
And
Virgie's just like,
destroy everything. You know, the soundtrack, the opening theme, it didn't do anything for me. I won't lie.
see,
But I love the show because of the helicopter. There was other shows around this time that I thought had better soundtracks and the opening theme song. I mean, if we've heard of Dukes of Hazzard and we've heard of the A-Team, come on now. Those had way better soundtracks, way better theme songs
I
than this
enjoyed the
did.
original. Rock the Dragon. Oh, Patrick, you're in for something. Gundam Wings opening. All right, cool. Go ahead. No, all right. Airwolf is all right.
All right, that's an opinion.
Those are my feelings, those are words. All right, so number 3 for my movies is, of course, the classic. You gots to go with it. Everyone knows it.
Dun, 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 dun.
You just all it takes is this picture, and you know what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
But also, when you heard that opening, couple of beats of their theme song, you knew it was Bond. Like,
Right.
you knew
There's
that
nothing else
was
to
James
it.
That
Bond.
did it.
Yep.
I think the composer, I don't know who he or she is, for Daniel Craig's 007 was probably the best for the song.
I think that the way that they reworked it, but James Bond is one of my favorites. It's something that I watch with my dad, so that definitely has a sentimental thing for me. And I've read all the books, but I didn't pick it because, to me, like, I kind of forgot about this in a sense because I was thinking how every movie has its own theme song.
Yeah.
And not necessarily this part. So good on you, Reggie, for remembering that because it
So-
is iconic.
100%. I just want to answer some questions, comments. Rock the Dragon, Gundam Wing, Japanese opening. That was actually pretty good. Not gonna lie, if you know it. Voltron, Defender of the Universe opening was badass. Like you knew you were in for a good time, 100%. And of course, Jason Cole, we all kind of like him. Great American Hero. Oh yeah,
It was amazing for that theme song.
Yep. All right. Do you have any honorable mentions, Mr. Rasangad?
I do. If you've been paying attention, you can see my tabs. But the first one ties back into last week because even though you can't hear it, this intro is so, to me, iconic. And
Even with the
it is
cops,
just
citizens
so good.
on patrol.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not that one.
Oh, I wonder if anybody picked that.
Mm.
I won't lie. This cartoon intro, if you guys had a chance to ever hear it, for Mayhem and Lady Sidnell, this was actually a really good opening sequence. It really was. I will give Reggie some prop on this one. This was a good opening sequel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep, it is good. Just that it's one of those ones where the first few notes, I know what it is.
Cat.
Dun, 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 dun,
I know
dun.
you were in Mortal Kombat sitting down.
Oh shit, I said it wrong. My bad.
Mortal Kombat.
I'm not mad at it. Let's change it. Let's change it right now.
My bad. I said it wrong. I'm sorry.
All right.
Speaking of a badass intro theme song, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat.
I think that was one of our picks from the last one, wasn't
I
it?
think so too. I think either the first
Ain't
or
nothing wrong with
the
that.
second.
It's a good one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, in the first episode we did with theme songs, there were some really, really, not that these aren't really good, but there were some like the ones that you immediately think of, which we had to dig a little bit deeper for.
We could probably squeeze some more out. Like if we want, like if we ever do like an hour and a half, 2 hour shows of just theme songs and find a way to like show people like certain crucial moments of it. Oh, yeah. We could work out for at least another, I would say 15.
Oh, easy.
Right. And this is
then
if you know it, you know it.
Hello, love. Okay.
I love that right there. Filmation, the way they did that. Oh, classic.
It is. And this is one that I thought was only in Texas when I was growing up because of the premise of the show. It's called New Texas, and it's called Brave Star. And I'm like, this must be a Texas cartoon. I was completely wrong. This came out of the finest art studios of Europe, transported over here to America. And Brave Star is just one of those intros where it's simple but good because it's got good music, good cadence, and just they're telling the story. The new planet New Texas floats deep in space, and they're telling you about why this show's a thing and why you're going to be interested in it. And it does a good job of getting you hooked because, you know, who doesn't want to watch a show about a lawman with the powers of wolf, puma, falcon, and bear?
A shaman?
Technically, yes.
I mean, okay. There was some race. You know what? Let me not say that. Wait, Reggie, was he?
No, he was native. Yes.
Let's see who the voice actor.
Yeah, let's see
the voice. Ooh, that part.
What color was he on screen?
He was brown.
He was brown.
Yeah,
like light brown.
No, like medium brown.
Medium brown. Cassidy. Anyway,
he had a good tan.
He had a good tan. Listen, Reggie, I think you did really well. I'm still going to give you a 7 only because I don't think everybody was feeling it. Please let me know, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments below if you deserved at least an 8. Those are great picks nonetheless. I'm going to definitely clap bravo. Clap bravo. And of course, moving on. Thank you very much for sharing. We're going to move on to, of course, Mr. Black from the waist down, Bergie. Call him Daddy. Or Sky Daddy. I don't know what
Chandra already did. He's good. There it is.
Sky Daddy. Yeah. Okay. Let's pull up your picks and let's talk about the elevated miracles.
I love you all. Yo, we're all like wilding out over here. Y'all great. Hattie. So my first pick.
You can see that. That's the voice of Brave Star.
He looks white.
Oh, he is. White. He's of the Caucasus. He is from the Caucasus. But go ahead.
He is from the Caucasus Mountains.
Well, thank you for lending in your talent, sir.
He definitely had a melanoma deficiency.
Melanin,
yes. Whatever.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Look, I've been drinking. I started drinking earlier than normal.
We're gonna be okay. Just keep take another sip and let's keep going. I can't wait to see these. Go.
I'm just waiting for Reggie to pull up my images here.
Of course. Yeah.
So I went with, for me, and to go off what Reggie said, where we were talking earlier, how we both had a similarity here. For me, Transformers for the animation for the cartoon series was like one of the best soundtracks to me as a kid growing up. I instantly knew what was going to be on TV. I knew the robots. I knew everything. And if anybody doesn't know the theme song, it had the classic like 80s like sci-fi-ish music in the background with the the beats and stuff, and you had them saying Transformers more than meets the eye, and just going off with this. This to me was one of the better soundtracks out there. I absolutely love this. I hate you all.
I was sharing my link out so people can watch it because people like don't share. I look up Big Daddy Bergie. What? What? Hold on. No, Bergie, you're not getting away with this one. Cat, what does BDB stand for? Big Daddy Bergie, dog.
First of all, I don't talk like that.
I mean, you could though. Like, I'm sorry.
But
you know what?
Just to quantify how big of fucking nerd I am. I'm thinking beady beady beady.
You thinking Buck Rogers? Little Twiggy? Beady 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 beady.
Yes.
Oh my
That's
god.
exactly what I thought of.
Oh,
In my head, I'm going beady beady beady.
we are never gonna get through this.
Oh my god. No one's ever gonna pick
Steve,
us up
you
for
left.
syndication.
Sorry.
Steve, you left. Steven, sorry. And you left. We went through the whole thing. They just had similar picks.
No,
And-
it's you just came first full circle. That's all.
I mean, black from the waist down. You know what I'm saying?
It was indicated, I'm just saying. But like, so
You see this on my shoulder.
Yeah.
That's next week's episode, guys. God.
Gotta get him back.
That's on our Patreon.
That's our Patreon, not only
For subscribers only.
We have no subscribers.
We gotta have him dress up.
We will now, BDB.
We gotta have him dress up tailspin with the jacket. Oh yeah, tailspin. Oh yeah.
Wow, the show went off the rails.
Helicopter.
Oh my god, Becky, I'm trying to wonder what the hell I fell into as well. Don't worry about it. This is
Excuse me.
comedy
You
hour.
put on your legging-less hoodie and that right there. That's how
I love this hoodie. It's amazing.
know,
If anybody
it's
doesn't know
sure
it, you
you
gotta
do.
check out Legging Lass.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Woman's got
Yes.
some butt
The
stuff.
password for our website is Baby Yoda.
Yes. Not that we check that website
That's
out.
not
often.
a joke.
But to me, this was like one of my favorite cartoons as a kid growing up. The theme song, when I heard it, I absolutely loved it. Like, even so as a kid nowadays, an adult in me, the kid in me, loves this theme song, and I constantly play it all the time. And I absolutely love this one.
Steph, we are geeks.
You're just
We are
lucky
definitely
that
geeks.
way, Steph. I
We
don't
are
know.
we have adult conversations.
I have to say, I love that we're seeing all versions of Transformers here. But it all comes down to me, Optimus Prime's voice. He was it.
Peter Cullen.
Peter Cullen.
Yeah,
Yep.
that voice was just it.
I'm telling you, like now everyone knows I work in the Comic-Con industry, and I've met many celebrities in my day and stuff like that, and I've had the pleasure of meeting Stan Lee. I personally think he's the god of all of this, and I wasn't phased at all. I met Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. I literally was starstruck, speechless. I was like a 6-year-old kid. I couldn't talk. Literally was dumbfounded by this man.
His voice is amazing.
And just to meet him and get a chance to shake his hand, get an autograph and a photo with him, and then when later on we all wanted Peter Cullen to say something, and he was able to basically he grabbed Angie, one of our managers' hand, and he looked at it and he said, "Autobotrus, transform and roll out." Dude, I'm telling you, 6 grown-ass adults, 38 years of age and older, bawling, crying.
Not a dry eye. I heard.
Nope.
I wasn't there, but I heard the story. And yes,
Goosebumps.
that is a
crying.
core-
We walked out the most. I was in my
Yeah.
heart was so full it was ridiculous. Absolutely
Angie
crazy.
talks about that
Yep.
with much reverence. So that was
Yep.
a very powerful moment. I am
Me,
sorry I
Tyrone-
missed it.
Me, Tyrone, Angie, Berto, and Fusco. Not a dry eye when we walked out of there. Dude, tears of joy. Tears of joy.
Really quickly before you continue, people forget like the things that we list are nostalgia for us, are like embedded in our history. They're during a time that we were growing up and we grew to appreciate the arts,
Oh yeah.
whether it be a voice acting, animation, whatever it may be. So when you get to meet the voice behind Optimus Prime, which I was going to make a sex joke, like imagine him role playing in bed, but like you think about
I'm
it,
sure he did.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. But you
Shoot,
think
if I
about
was his wife, I would have made him.
But you think about him, Kevin Conroy, all these greats who like
Mhm.
impacted our lives with their voices and brought the characters to life. And we look forward to seeing the animation brought to live screen and so on and so forth. It holds a place, man. It, like when we're older and we're just like, yo, we had the original Batman. You know what I'm saying? We had this. It's more than just the voice.
Mhm.
It's
It
more
is.
than, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we do this out of love. This is something we love in doing, but you got to understand the importance. And I hope, shoot, if this ever goes into a time capsule, this episode, that you guys understand the importance and you pass it along too. I'm very sorry. Sorry.
No.
No,
Dude,
well
it's the
said,
truth.
ma'am.
And it's kind of like what you're just saying, the reverence of their voices and stuff like that, and we remember them and everything. Like these people shaped some of our early childhood of characters that we loved
Yeah.
in TV shows and everything. It was something huge. And if we're talking about anybody doing a voice, if Tara Strong, I ever had a shot, dude, she is doing every voice under the sun that day. I'm just saying.
Listen, I'll just say it like this because Becky was like, I had to look at it again because I don't know why. I wouldn't make sure that your name was actually Becky and I didn't call you Becky because that's bad. She said, you know, like, I know not Transformer, but meaning Disney voice and such is awesome. 100%. Take The Last of Us, right? The actual series, Last of Us HBO. If anybody's watching it, they have set the bar for bringing gaming to actual TV series.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And The Last of Us story is so amazing. So when you have voices and actors and actresses you get to meet and they're cool as hell and they do the voice and the impact. I mean, when you get the bar, that's a memory you hold on forever. You know what I'm saying? And also you get better production because of it. So keep that in mind. Go ahead, Bergie. I'm done talking and interrupting you.
Let's go into my second one. For me, it was TV shows.
Oh, like, you know what? This
sorry.
plays in the club.
Like seriously, like
yeah, they play this at weddings. They
play this at weddings.
Yes.
Okay, what weddings are y'all going to? I need to go to those weddings.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I get Ava Maria instead. You know,
I remember in like junior high school coming home on Monday night, and it was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at 8:00. Like I could not wait to get in front of that TV. This theme song was just absolute fire. And even as adults now, like we've heard this song so many times, we can recite it. Absolutely recite this song. Like, you know, in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
On the playground where I spent most of my days.
Right. Like we know this theme song, and
you know what? I'm gonna boo potatoes. I watch Martin instead.
Martin was great, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got you. It's your picks.
He's like, let me be real with you for a minute.
Let me be real. Right? Listen, Linda.
This is a Kanye moment.
Listen. No, just kidding. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and not to mention that we're also talking about voice actors and stuff like that led on to cartoon series. Can we talk about James Avery?
Yeah,
like this man being, you know, an uncle on this show, and this is the man, the voice of Shredder. From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, another animated series that had an amazing cartoon theme song, like iconic. These are songs that will stand the test of time. I really do truly believe that. Us adults will probably listen to this. I'll bet money our kids would probably know this if we played it all the time in the house. Like they probably know our music that we choose for like the stuff that we listen to growing up. Like 90s kids grew up to stuff. Their kids know all the 90s hip hop and the grunge and all that stuff. These are songs that they probably know because of listening to this TV series in the house. You know, like I saw this image for it and I had to put this in there because this was an awesome animated image. And I think this was a tea turtle made this as a t-shirt.
Yeah, that looks like something like
I seriously gotta find this t-shirt because I want this damn t-shirt.
Bergie,
I want this.
It's fantastic.
Read the comic, Bergie. She didn't know that he was the voice of Shredder.
Oh, you didn't know that, Becky? Oh yeah, he's the voice of Shredder in the original Ninja Turtles cartoon series. Yep, that's the original Shredder.
The classic. And you know what? I don't think have we actually said that theme song yet? No. I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
Wow, we missed. We're back. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many more.
Well, I know that when I don't know if Reggie watched the whole episode, but I maybe it was after we stopped rolling. We talked for a long time about like gummy bears and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters and all of these other shows that we thought of, but there was just like we were limited to how many we could pick and how many from each genre. So that's why we ended up where we are. But there's so many great theme songs out there, and it's interesting to see what people end up choosing because it says so much about the person that they are.
I could have just went off on Disney animated stuff just alone because that did my childhood. And cool, something kind of cool. The girl Hilary Swank, she lives in East Providence, Rhode Island.
Hilary Swank.
Boys Don't Cry.
Hilary Banks. Sorry, Hilary Banks. Hilary Banks. My bad. Hilary Banks.
Karen Parsons.
Yeah, Karen Parsons. She lives in East Providence, Rhode Island. I thought that was something kind of cool. She was at Rhode Island Comic-Con last year because she lived in the area and called us up and said, "Hey, I want to come down." Okay, sure, why not? Super nice, super nice.
I just want to kind of maximize this comment. Wasn't Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on an orange VHS cassette
They were
tape?
on green, orange, red, blue.
Yeah, I remember green.
I had green and I had blue ones.
I had
because
the
my little
orange
brother.
one. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm sorry. I just had a moment because that was remember that was the thing.
Core memory unlocked.
You know,
Yeah, right?
Dun, 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 dun.
Definitely core memory unlocked here. All right, so this was my TV show that was just like this. I'm also a huge Will Smith fan, and just to hear this song growing up was amazing, and I still love listening to it every now and then as an adult. So
Yes,
this was great.
Becky. Yes.
My movie choice was a little tougher to narrow down, but I had to go with Star Wars just because of that opening.
Tomatoes.
You know, the opening theme song was it was so iconic when you heard that intro, which is all orchestra. You knew exactly what was about to play on TV, or you knew what was going to be done on the TV screen, where it's showing off like Star Wars characters or figures or something. And composed by John Williams. Now, John Williams, my God, he has his hand over in everything from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Like this man,
big budget movie and it's got a great soundtrack. More than likely, John Williams did.
95% of the time it was John Williams. Like this man,
I'd say 80 because the other 20 was Danny Elfman.
Yeah, that's true. Danny Elfman did a lot of good ones himself.
Danny.
And Danny Elfman had a lot of good ones too. I mean, the opening theme song to Men in Black movie, that was another one I was thinking about. But this one is just Star Wars to me. Growing up as a kid, watching this with the lightsabers running around. Hell, still as adults nowadays, we pull out a wrapping paper roll thing after you're done wrapping paper gifts, and you're swinging around making the lightsaber, sounds. Us adults still do this. This is like just absolutely amazing. And the characters are iconic, and these people. Mark Hamill there is the voice of the Joker, and he already said it once. What's his face passed away. Kevin Conroy passed away. He is never doing the Joker voice again.
I respect that. He said that way before anything. Yep.
And he said once Conroy was done, he was done. He will never do it again. And this man is iconic for voice acting in the industry, as well as being, Luke Skywalker. Like,
and an all-around amazing human.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. I follow him on Twitter. The dude says a lot of good stuff. I absolutely love the dude. He's absolutely amazing. So this to me is like one of those ones growing up, and even still as an adult. Star Wars is on TV. I don't care what I'm doing in the background. I turn it on. I start watching it, even if I'm cleaning the house or something like that. It's just Star Wars. I love it.
What is it?
Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars.
Leave him alone.
It's from Boston.
Listen up here, New York. Listen up here, New York. Leave Boston alone.
It's cute.
Listen. My family's Bama. Okay, so when I poke fun, I'm a West Indian that has Bama family. Come on now. Okay, get out of here. No, but these were amazing picks. You lost me on Transformers. I'm gonna give you an 8. Just because.
Right. We've started rating now. Great.
We've always. When have I stopped rating? I gave Reggie a set. Oh, I guess Reggie doesn't count. All right, cool. So moving on.
And my honorable mention that I put in here was something that I wanted to see if you guys recognized from the initial image first.
Okay. That's Full House.
Thank you. Someone knew the house.
Most people in the beginning.
Most people don't know that is the house from Full House.
I don't know if I should be proud of that. That's Full House. That's Full House.
I know that because my little sister was so obsessed with this TV show. Oh no, my sister was obsessed with this. We had VCR. Too.
Oh, now it changes. Uh-huh.
Oh
no, it's okay to like things, Persian.
Yeah. Also, 50 points to Hufflepuff.
At first, I will admit, I didn't like the show. I was like, I wasn't going to watch it. But my little sister was a fan of the show. We had like 20 VCR tapes filled with this show. And we would sit there and watch it with my sister and stuff like that. Because when we babysat, that was one way to keep her quiet. We would watch her. I fell in love with the show because of the soundtrack, the music, the opening theme song, because it was just amazing. Whatever happened to predictability, the milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. Like you get that. And it's just like, it's so true. Like now we listen to it and it's like, holy shit. like totally different nowadays than what it was back then. And it's just this was a good, wholesome like TV show back then for family. Uncle Jesse was amazing. Uncle Joey, I love Joey Gladstone, funny comedian, was dating Alanis Morissette. Unknown fact, he's the reason that song came out.
You ought to know. He's also the reason that TLC wrote Scrubs.
Yep.
Wait, what?
What was he up? Yeah, it's about him.
Yeah.
What the hell did he do to TLC?
I know. And Alanis. I mean, he was burning bridges left and right.
I mean, this man was going through the music industry with women, man. God,
yeah.
Like no actresses wanted to date him, so I guess he went with all the music industry or something. But like this was an amazing show back then, and just to see that. And the funny thing is, you look at Bob Saget on this. Bob Saget is one of the most was God rest his soul, one of the dirtiest comedians of all time. Mm-hmm. Dirtiest comedian, and on one of the most wholesome TV shows of all time.
Yeah. I think the two of them were. I think they were both kind of dirty comedians.
Him and Joey Gladstone were definitely the ones that were pretty bad with their jokes and stuff like that. But Saget was way worse, like horribly worse.
Hey, you clean up nice. What can I say? You know what I'm
saying? He looked wholesome on the
paycheck, I could too.
Yeah, right.
They hit it out the park with Full House. If we're gonna be honest, like it was definitely one of the sitcoms that will constant rotates everywhere you look.
It is. Everywhere. I think I can't speak with any facts, but I think to my memory, it's the only show that they've brought back that was brought back successfully and ended on its own terms.
Yep. 5 or 6 seasons, I think, on Netflix.
The new one, I think, was 4 seasons.
4 seasons? Okay.
Yeah, but that was their choice to stop. Like they could have kept going because it was doing really well. So kudos to that kind of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Somebody Sindel, who said that?
My bad.
Keep on drinking. Maybe he'll come back.
No.
Forever was a dope wedding song. I'll definitely give you that. And yeah, Kat doesn't have the info.
Do you remember when they did the episode where he sang Kokomo with the Beach Boys because he had joined the band at that point? I mean, like,
yeah, he was part of the band.
Yeah, he was part of the Beach Boys at one point, and they did Kokomo, which was the song.
Yep.
At one point.
Good song too.
Great choices, Bergie.
Yes. All right, Bergie, definitely solidified the 8.
Well done.
Well done. We're gonna move forward, and of course,
thank you.
From Mortal Kombat is here with us, and she's gonna tell us her picks.
And I want to say, I think I picked Mortal Kombat in the first one. I might not have. But I think I did. I think it was one of my picks. Full disclaimer: before we start, I did not choose a song from a film.
That's fine.
Okay.
All of mine are TV shows.
Okay.
So, Reggie, whenever you are ready.
Did you find
Daredevil? The Netflix Daredevil theme song is my favorite of the Marvel ones that came out. The imagery was beautiful along with the music, but there was something about that score at the beginning of every episode that just thrummed the right way. And I never skipped it. Like it was just like, do you want to skip intro? Hell no, I do not want to skip the intro. I want to watch and listen to this because it's fucking amazing. And I knew I was going to be seeing my main Kingpin, so I was hyped.
This is a dope choice.
Not a word needed to be spoken.
How often did you fantasize that you were Vanessa?
That's between me and my pillow.
All right, we're gonna move on.
I did get a chance to meet Vincent D'Onofrio, and he is an elegant, beautiful man.
Does he not remind you of Kingpin on the series?
He does.
How soft-spoken he is.
He does. Like it's like that elegant kind of like. I can't think of another word for it. He's got this whole like aura around him that you're just kind of, and I'm not a starstruck person at all. But when I went, the picture that I took with him was my second photo op ever. My first one was right before that. The one right before that, I'm smiling, I'm happy. I've got my arms around the cast of Adventures in Babysitting, and it was awesome. Yes. And Virgie was there, so he knows. And then I get into that picture with Vincent, and I'm like,
I can't believe it.
My hands are balled up. My face is bright red. And it wasn't even, like I said, I don't get starstruck, but there is something about the aura around this man that just.
I dragged her into that photo op too. I'm like, you're getting it photo op. Let's
go. I didn't want to. You know what the thing, like, you don't want to meet your heroes kind of a thing. Like, I love the relationship between Kingpin and Vanessa. It is not a toxic relationship between the two of them, although neither one of them are very good people, as we come to learn.
Yeah.
But they are good to each other, and their relationship with each other is, to me, a lot healthier than a lot of the good guys' relationships. But I love the character in that relationship. I don't want to, I don't mean this in a bad way, but Vincent D'Onofrio is a real human person who is not like this character at all. And what I appreciate is the character, not him, although he's an amazing actor. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, he asked me for some markers. I went and got him the markers, probably faster than I've ever done anything in my whole entire life. And I took the most awkward photo, which is why that was it for me. I'm done with photo ops from now on. But this was like the first time that I really was, I think, like, starstruck. Like, I didn't know what to say. And then I see in other photo ops where he's got his arms around the people and stuff. And I was just like, and my hands are extended out like this, like I'm about to blast off. Like, I don't know what.
Listen, at least you got a photo op.
I do have that photo op. It's on my phone. But regardless, I really loved the theme song for Daredevil. I thought the score was absolutely beautiful and did really lean into the tone of the show and really started off the Marvel series on Netflix super, super strong. So that was why I picked that one.
Very nice.
Any comments, my gents?
No, I think you're 100% right.
It's a good theme song.
It's a good pick. We starting off strong, goddammit.
We might go downhill from here. We'll see. Next.
Yep, you lost me. I don't know.
Angel has, whatever you may think about the show, which I think in the end was better. It was better than Buffy to me. In the end. Yes.
Oh, in the end.
But in the end. By the end, I liked Angel more than I liked Buffy, but I really liked the theme song. It was that perfect, when was this, like 2000s, like 2000s kind of like
99 this came out.
That kind of like rock beat, and it was instrumental, and it just was like exciting, and it hyped you up, and I don't know, it made me really into it. I thought this was a better theme song than Buffy's too. No hate towards Buffy. I was a huge Buffy stan up until all of the Buffys came. There was too many Buffys at one point.
They dragged out the series.
They really did. It went on longer than it should have.
I think season 4 or 5 it should have.
I was gonna say like season 5 because I couldn't really remember, but the Angel theme song I thought was better and just struck a chord at the time that it came out that it was what we needed, and it had like a different tone. The show itself was more fun. We got the woman who was in The Gifted later on, and I think her name is Amy Ackerman.
Yes.
Which was an inspired choice, but I love the cast and how they brought back Spike and Angel and Cordelia, and how we had different relationships based on that, and how they spaced themselves out from Buffy and made their own thing. I had a picture that I chose for that. Do you mind just showing that picture real quick? Because it's one of my favorite episodes of Angel.
Because it confused me. I was like, what am I looking at right here?
Is this the puppet episode?
It is.
It is my favorite episode of all fucking time for this.
Bergie.
Best episode ever.
Bergie's my spirit man.
If you've never seen Angel, you have to watch this one episode where they went Muppet style, where they turned Spike and Angel into Muppets. The best episode ever.
It was hilarious. The way that they were delivering lines, it was funny. It was action-packed. It was at their best. It sincerely was at their best. And I hope Reggie is able to, I know you're switching from video to picture. I apologize for that.
Okay.
Spirit Daddy Rayanne. Yes, he's my spirit daddy.
Oh my God. You guys do not miss at all. You guys do not.
Hey, you were saying that you
I need to get that. I need to like a t-shirt that has that finger pointing in one direction. Look at
this is the best episode ever. Ever.
I freaking loved this episode.
And I think that they had to battle a monster that was in the thing, and he had like stuffing everywhere, and it's just fur was flying everywhere.
Yep. It was
This
amazing. It was amazing.
insane.
I can't. If you've never seen a scarred up Muppet carrying a sword, here you go, guys. Here you go.
Look, Jim Henson, you guys can take a lesson from this episode. Just saying.
I mean, Jim Henson. I just want to say real quickly, I remember watching a couple of seasons. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't watch like a couple of episodes. Was Buffy featured every now and again?
I think, like in the whole show, I think maybe she was like in 3 episodes.
Yeah,
it was very, very minimal.
I think the first season she might have been once or twice. And I think she showed up like the 3rd season for an episode, but that was really about it.
Yeah,
They were going with the love thing between him and Chris, but Carpenter's character, Cordelia.
Yeah,
you know.
I really love the relationships between everyone. And one of the characters that is not in that one was the alien guy. Not the alien, the demon guy with the horns. I forgot his name.
Oh yeah,
that came on later in the show. He was a very, very good addition to the show.
Lorne.
Lorne,
yes,
thank
Lorne.
you. And Amy Ackerman was astounding, especially in the last couple of seasons when they made her that goddess.
Because this reminds me of like how they try to capitalize on Xena and Hercules, and then all of a sudden they were a thing. You guys remember those crossover events?
Yeah.
So that's what.
Xena, just like to me, anyway. I know that there are more Buffy stands than there are like the Angel show stands, but I really think that Angel eclipsed Buffy as being a better show.
Fair enough.
In the condensed time that they have. But to be fair, they did have all of those seasons of Buffy to kind of train on before jumping into Angel. So they weren't building a show from scratch.
Fair enough.
But I really like the direction that they went to. And even the last episode, although was disappointing in a sense, was really a great way for them to go out. Like, this is exactly how you would expect them to go out. Kind of supernatural in a way with the end.
There's been talks that they want to reboot the franchise as a Buffy now, new franchise, but they want to go in a totally different direction with it.
Why though? Just leave
you need to come with me with at least 3 seasons worth of material, and then we can talk about rebooting.
I also think that if you're going to do a reboot, it should be because the original failed for whatever reason. Either it didn't hit at the right time, it didn't get enough time to get its legs, whatever the case may be. Something that only got a season or 2, like Firefly, do a reboot of that. We only got the 1 season in the film, so that's something that you can actually build on from there. You have a built-in fan base, but we didn't get enough of it that we should be that married to the situations there. But something like this that had 7 seasons, and Angel that had like 4 or 5, I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. We don't need a reboot in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like maybe give it another 50 years until I have dementia. I don't know what it'll be new to me.
Who is this?
I like this Angel guy.
Why they keep calling him Angel? He's a vampire.
So my next one is an animated one, which I hope will be popular with everyone because I think it should be.
You know what? Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Here's why the flag. Here's a
Shut
flag.
your whore mouth. There's no flag on this.
Here's why I say there's a flag on the play, right? You've already said this before.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
It was on the other episode?
Yes, it's on the list.
Hold on.
I checked the list.
Wait a minute. I don't remember saying
Let me
that.
tell you something about Kat. Kat loves her iconic voices.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
She loves her voices. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, Goliath?
Keith David?
Keith David, man.
Right?
How could you not? Okay.
But
apparently twice.
Could you not?
And then also remember,
it's not on my list.
It's okay. I'm gonna.
Oh shit! Yes, it is. Never mind.
See, I told you. I told you. I had to check the list before this episode.
But also,
wait.
It's right there. But it was an honorable mention. It was an honorable mention.
Oh, okay.
There's her escape clause.
Okay. Just so everyone know, my picks for the first time around were DuckTales, Highlander, and Flash Gordon. Those were my 3.
Flash.
And then I had 3 honorable mentions because it was that hard, and it was Stranger Things, Gargoyles, and Halloween.
Check out the first 2 episodes and come back. There's a lot. We went through a lot.
We did. But I'm gonna still with gargoyles. If everyone gargoyles. I haven't
From
had
Boston
tonight.
Gargoyles from Boston.
We started talking about Keith David, and now I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you. I apologize for the repeat, but I'll take the hit. Give me a -3 score. It's fine. Gargoyles still an OG.
Ma'am, are you sure you haven't?
What is going on?
Are you sure?
Are you drinking?
The glove didn't fit. You must have quit.
But also turn to stone. Leave it alone.
You know what? We were talking about Kingpin, and now we're talking about Keith David, and now I'm a mess. You guys did this.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
you picked him, not us.
It's Living My Life theme song. Fair enough. Congrats.
Rayanne, is there anything better than Queen as a fucking theme song? Mine was probably some Portuguese folklore song. It's just not as cool.
I don't even want to know what the hell mine
was. A week old.
I don't want to know either. Mom, please don't confirm or deny this information for me if you've gotten this far in the episode, which I highly doubt you have.
And not just to go on something with Kat though, this had the most iconic cast too. If you think about the voice actors, prolific wise, it's the Star Trek Next Generation. You had Frank Welker on here. You had Bill Fagerbaker, Tom Wilson, Jim Cummings, Clancy Brown. This was an all-star cast of celebrities that did this show.
Okay, I hate to be that guy. We are running.
I don't think that. We are running out of time. Okay, so I did have an honorable mention. I didn't put it in my top 3 only because the theme song changes every week, and every week it's a different genre of music. It's a different song, but they're all hilarious. They're all relevant to the episode. It's Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. If you've never seen the show and you're into that kind of thing, it's a musical, but it's about mental health and love and relationships and friendships and a bunch of wonderful things. Please check it out. And I'll leave it at that.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing, Kat. Repeat, an Angel. I'm gonna give you an 8. I'm gonna give you because you start off really strong. I'm gonna give you an 8.2. I think I went
strong all the way through. Okay,
but
I'll take the 8.2. 8.2 is a very good score.
Dementia is a thing. So
it is. You are so right. You are so.
That was a really good. No, that was a really good, strong cast. I don't know what I have. 8 minutes left. All right, so let's kind of breeze through this really quickly. Reggie's not going to give me hyperlinks more than likely, and I love him for that because we're assholes to each other. My first one up is a classic, Go Go Power Rangers by Ron Rosserman. I don't care who you were, but if you were able to watch Saturday morning cartoons, you knew this theme song. Obviously, rest in peace to the Green Ranger. R.I.P. to the Yellow Ranger as well. And these guys were iconic and so influential to our lives. You understand? There's not a person who didn't watch the Saturday morning cartoon and enjoyed it and didn't want to be a Ranger. Me personally, I wanted to be the Black Ranger, but I didn't just want to dance because I was like, I don't know if I could really dance and call off these moves, but I'm pretty sure I can shoot good. You know what I'm saying? Pew, pew. Yo, you thought I was going to break that now. Break them ankles. You know what I'm saying? That was just me. I also believe to this day that the voice of Alpha is the same voice of Johnny Five. I don't care what anybody says.
They're synthesized, bro. They're synthesized. They can't be the same.
Fight me on.
Yeah, you're absolutely
right.
Fight
me on it.
The same synthesizer program that made one voice made the other.
Auto-tune wasn't the thing, Reggie. You don't have all the answers, Sway. So anyway.
If we ever get them in a room, we should have a ball pit in there and just let them go at it.
Thinking of Chuck E. Cheese?
Yep.
Oh, McDonald's back when it was clean.
So you're here with your kids? Yes, my 2 giant children. They're going to go play the ball crawl.
I want a Happy Meal, too. 6-piece.
Where's my toy?
And apple sliders. So this was amazing. I thought this was iconic. I don't remember us saying it on the show. I'm pretty sure we discussed it afterwards. But I think this is such an iconic thing. It's like one of those, it just happens, and everybody automatically assumes it makes either top 5 or top 10, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the next one, please. Oh, my God. This gets Simple and Clean. I mean, if you play...
Best version.
I'm sorry?
Japanese version is best version.
This is an iconic theme song.
I would argue against that. It all depends on who you are, because the American version is the first one I heard, and I like the Japanese version, but it all depends on what mood I'm in.
Actually, correction, the Planet B remix Japanese version is the best version.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna hold off for now.
The high speed one, where it's like a club beat.
Okay, yes, that was pretty good though.
Yes.
So I want to make sure I'm saying her name correctly. Hikaru Utada. Amazing. I'm sorry.
That was beautifully done.
Thank you. I try. Because my name is also a thing. Listen, the game arguably a good 7. All right, if we're gonna have this, the series is probably a good 5. Let's not go there.
There's too many games in this series that
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But the graphics are generally on point, stellarly. The machinations of it, it's good. But then when this song came out, when you walk away, you don't hear me say, I can hear that note, please, oh babe, oh my god, simple and clean as it killed everybody. It was like amazing. It got you hyped for the game, and then the game was like, Rayan, we definitely talked about Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Me and Kat had a little debate about that. We agreed for the most part. DuckTales
was in the other one.
Yep, as well. Gummy Bears
also
was also
Tailspin. Yeah.
Also Tailspin. We got that 100%.
We were in there. We
were in the trenches with you. We were in the trenches.
We were like, we named like 50. It was wild.
So this was dope. The only other video game song to hit me as well, which I already named, was Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, which was sung by a black woman at that. It was amazing. She killed that shit. Let's go forward because I am running out of time. Was it Patrick? I think it was Patrick who said it.
It was
Patrick. I hope he's still here. Rock the Dragon. Once again, Saturday UPN. It was UPN 9 on the East Coast for me. Dragon, rock the dragon, and then just to have him go Super Saiyan at the end because you knew it was gonna happen, you just didn't know when. Was it 3 months, 20 episodes of the same thing later? You know what I'm saying? It was amazing. It was amazing. Oh my god!
Him powering up and screaming at the top of his lungs.
Kaioken! You know that guitar right there. It got you hyped to watch this. I think this intro theme, because it was a theme song. This intro song was like the hypest. I can't think of any other show that got you hyped to watch this with the theme song alone. And then of course, if you hear it without actually seeing them fight, you're gonna get hyped. Let's move forward. Oh, I do want to say, go back 1 second. I'm sorry. I do want to give credit where credit is due. I believe it is pronounced Haim Saban and Shuki Levy. They were the ones who originally created it. So you can find that there if you want to listen to it. Released in 1997.
They're like the importers of the things Japanese in the 90s. That was their big thing.
Okay. So
because they're also the ones that brought us Power Rangers and everything Power Rangers related.
And small aside, Mayhem, the guy who did the voice for Short Circuit did not do the voice in Power
I don't
Rangers.
believe you.
However,
so anyway, so Rayanne says she's gonna need a link to the original episode. I took you out of the show. I was messing with you. I'm sorry.
Mayhem, you're mean. But I just wanted to say that he did the voice of Wilson Fisk in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order.
Oh, that's dope.
So.
The voice of Short Circuit is Tim Blaney, who's also Frank the Pug on Men in Black.
What's that, Reggie? Reggie, what's going on with our cast members? We keep losing them. What's going on? I love you, Virgil. I'm sorry. I love you.
Can you lock him out of the account?
No, that's the whole point. Anyway, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Batman the Animated Series. If you watch the WB, this needed no lyrics. It was just the animation, and if you heard
Danny Elfman. Surprise.
That's what I was waiting for. Danny Elfman. Oh, I forgot to answer this. We're gonna definitely link it most likely on the profile as well as with this episode as well, so you can get all original episodes. Fraggle Rock, I believe we made mention of. It might have been off screen. I don't think we made
it was off screen.
It was off screen. Batman the Animated Series. Both season 1 and 2 were amazing. I think season 1 and 2 were just like the original style like this. And I think season 3 was when he got a little broader chest. He got Tim Drake or whatever. And then it got a little darker as well, but it was still like the original one was really dope. The only one to come close to hit us like that, Batman-wise, was Batman Beyond. Shui. So this was amazing. I can't play it. If I could play it, you would see.
No, I love this. I love this for us.
See what I'm talking about. Mask of the Fantastic. All these things came from this animated series, which won numerous amount of awards and nominations and nods. This was amazing. There's no way that you grew up in the 90s and didn't know this show. I was gonna say goddamn show, but I don't think that's needed. Let's move on because I got literally 20-something seconds left. Amazing. These are just the people I always give credit to. I think this is my honorable mention because I believe I said this before. Ludwig Göransson.
Yes.
Göransson. I'm pretty sure I'm messing up. Ludwig G. Have my babies. He's Swedish. Have my babies. He blacked out on the Black Panther soundtrack. The actual movie sound, he blacked out. And if anybody remembers, I particularly remember the theme song for Killmonger coming in after he took the heart-shaped herb and he burned it down and he just walked into the royal chamber and the camera, like not even 360s, like 180s around, and it goes from upside down, and it's just an amazing part. Started from like 55, I know the freaking scrub thing. Started from 55 seconds in, and you understand that beast, that bass. It's so Eric. It is so Black Panther. It is so an amazing classic thing. I can't stop talking about this. I'm gonna bring it up every time. Obviously, shout out to Michael B. Jordan who played an amazing Eric Killmonger. I think I left another slide just for the ladies. You know, they love that look. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, anyway, I think that was it. That was my honorable mention. These were
looks like Jamie Foxx there for a moment.
Yeah, he does. I see that.
I liked how he looked in Black Panther to the Wakanda Forever when Shuri takes the herb and
spoiler alert.
I mean,
at this point
by now,
when Shuri takes the herb and sees him, I think that he looks amazing there, like that picture over this picture. Now that you've mentioned that, whatever music they played for Prowler in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that whoever wrote that,
it was the thing.
Have Michael Mayhem's babies.
It was the
Spider-Man, but him joking. Okay.
He ain't got a sweater on. Oh, cardigan.
Listen, those were my picks. I'm not gonna give myself a score as of we're running out of time. Thank you to Bergie for joining us. You will not get the unemployment you were looking for. Miss Citadel.
Want to sit home.
We're gonna talk after the show. And Rod's always been a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the
Lady Sydney.
I will Geeky some minute production. This has been our theme songs. I don't even know what our theme songs that hit us here. I'm just gonna say it. This is now the 3rd episode. We have 2 other episodes. We're gonna link it so that way you guys can check it. Let us know if any of the 3 episodes we didn't say you thought of a great theme song on our webpage, on our Facebook page for sure. These guys are counted. Do we have anything else we want to say?
Bye.
Bye.
Make good choices. Or don't. I'm not your mom.
I still have the button.